Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Baltimore. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
Let's go now.
2nd and 7.
Go.
From the gun, Richardson. Got a man left side. It's caught. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
Well, judging on how both these offenses have started, it seems like points in this one may be hard to come by. Both teams are doing a great job controlling the line of scrimmage, and I think when this one's done, we're on pace to have more quarterback sacks than we are touchdowns.
Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, Jackson. This is intercepted. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jackson out of the pistol. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will score. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown number 9 for the year. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Richardson gets this quickly to Mitchell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Third and 9. Richardson to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
DC, ready? 180! Go ahead. Sit down.
On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates.
That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Ravens. McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That'll be intercepted. Oh, and his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So when you talk about cover two, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover two, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Nice shot. Nice shot. Sit hot.
Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
DC, right? Go. Alrighty. Hey, report. Report. John.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
It's not.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
In motion comes Walker. 2nd down. Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Richardson operating from the pistol. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Nice shot!
Pistol formation with Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down. Receiver in motion. Going right. A second down throw for Richardson. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Richardson. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, Richardson. That one taken in. Touchdown, Indy. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close. Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Hands up. 13. Out.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Let go. Hey.
Jackson now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
Third and long. From the gun, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Set to go now on first and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30.
Ready? No, we changed it. Hey, middle. Get out.
On first and 10, Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now they are in business. inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Jackson up top again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. give to Charbonnet. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Now he'll run. They get 21 on that one. First down, Baltimore. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Charbonnet. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now, Jackson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Jackson looking to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here back to the 6. On play action, Richardson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
You at X. You at X. Get on.
Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll take it on in. Has Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Richardson operating from the pistol. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Here's Jackson. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Ravens. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll run with Charbonnet. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Toss, right side, Charbonnet. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
First and 10. Here's Charbonnet. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now a run with Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On third down, here's an option play right.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go down to a knee. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Colts about to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, report. Middle.
Now Charbonnet. The ball's out. The Colts have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Throwing is Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Colts.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
On a quick. To the hot dot.
Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Already. Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop.